You know, sometimes you just got to ask yourself, can one story be the whole story? There's only one way to find out. Let's go check it out. So grateful to have you back on the channel today, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Got an amazing home tour for you today, packed with really strong details about the pros and cons of a popular one-story plan built by Highland Homes. First and foremost, as we come up to the property, always we look at the elevation. Really nice, pretty brick elevation with this contrasting color. This is a really pretty right here above the windows where the gables meet. It is a striking elevation. Really nice treed lot right here in the front. And as we go in, we are going to be looking at all the different aspects of this one-story plan. In this video, I'm going to be taking a deep dive perspective for you. I'm going to close the door behind me, and I'm going to be going over all the positives and the negatives about this plan, because this home meets so many pain points for my empty nesters. But some of my families find this plan to be polarizing about some of the key items. So in today's video, we're going to look at all the different aspects of this Highland home, and I'm going to be giving you an unbiased perspective of a person who built a Highland home 15 years ago. But as you know, everything starts right here in the kitchen. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a showstopper of a kitchen. I absolutely love the high ceilings and these epic windows right above the center vent hood. This kitchen absolutely is a wow factor in so many facets. Really, really pretty. And wait until you see the really beautiful natural light in the family room. Amazing natural light in the primary bathroom. But this home has some critical things that I believe for families could be polarizing, where they're like, you know what? I don't know if I can make it work. But we're gonna look at everything. This is the 218 plan. 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, a little over 3,000 square feet. And we are located in Parkside at the river. And this particular lot backs beautiful greenery. And we're gonna be taking a look at everything. But we're gonna start in the kitchen, and don't worry, I'm gonna be showing you everything. First and foremost, right here in the kitchen, really love all the functional counter space. You have, I'm gonna take a couple steps back, really nice functional counter space. This home definitely has so many keynotes of what makes Highland Homes special. With the millwork, as you can see, with the lines, all the details with the end caps here, really, really striking. My home that was built 15 years ago has so many of these similar attributes of design. And I'm gonna be going over history about Highland Homes here shortly. Stay tuned for that later in the video. But you got really good cabinetry. You know, this particular builder, Highland Homes, does a phenomenal job of ensuring that you have space within the kitchen in terms of cabinetry, storage, and right here. In terms of, I know on the channel, I've been listening to you and I hear you, that we always talk about space between this island area and the cooktop. Obviously, as the cooktop has that design right here where it protrudes out a little bit, it definitely obviously gives us a little bit less room. I believe this is right on the cusp of a little too tight on this particular side. But the great thing about this plan, because many homes, as you know, the kitchen sink is literally across. So if someone's washing dishes and they're trying to cook, they'd be bumping into each other. The great thing about this kitchen, the ovens are located offset, but the kitchen sink, you're overlooking beautiful natural light. And you're not gonna be bumping into each other. So that is one of the great things about this plan that really, my empty nesters who love this house, who built it from scratch, and some of my families who have kids that are a little bit older, they really love this. The appliances in this home are GE Cafe, but I'm gonna be showing you right here first and foremost, this kitchen sink area, really, really nice. I'd love to know, are we team single basin or do we like the divided right in the middle? I'd love to know what you think about that. And right where your refrigerator would go, definitely plenty of cabinets above and to the side. But because of the space, once again, you'd have to go counter depth. You could go normal in terms of size of the refrigerator, but I believe it might be making the ingress and egress a little bit too tight. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to know your thoughts on that right there. We're gonna start at the front of the home and work our way towards the back. But in this kitchen, I know we haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna show you one of the key aspects that I always show in all the kitchens. But that's why I like to show you everything. Right as you come up, the double doors, this is really, really pretty. You know, Highland Homes does a really great job, in my opinion, of entrances and wide foyers right as you come in. Really, really pretty. What would be your left, but right here to the side would be your office. You have some double doors. They're not divided light doors, but double doors. But there's some great things in this study that I'm gonna be showing you that I really like, and they have followed it through all throughout the home. And it deals with the electrical. So one of the things that I really, really like is in this home, we have USB-C and USB connections in every single room. This is a phenomenal thing that so many of my clients who build from scratch are always saying, hey, Abbi, it's all about connectivity. We want to ensure that a lot of these electrical things are upgrades that we do on the front end, because we definitely don't want to do it on the back end after the fact. So you're going to be noticing that in all the different rooms that we go into here in this plan. But I know I said we're going to start at the front of the house, but I want to show you right off the kitchen. One of the main things that so many of my clients who build this home really, really like is having the entertainment room literally right off the kitchen. You know, so many of my clients who have built with this builder previously, who have two-story homes, they've said so many times to me in the past, hey, I wish I would have had a one-story home where the media room was downstairs. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't get the amount of utilization that I would love to have in the media room. So this particular media room, I believe, is an adequate size. You have all the wiring you need in terms of Cat 5e drops. All the Cat 5e drops would come in right here, RG6, and it's pre-wired for sound, as you can see right here in the ceiling on all sides. So as we come out of the media room, right down this hallway, you have a powder bath and storage. Really good storage in this home. They do a phenomenal job of storage. Highland Homes, it's one of the trademarks of their homes is great storage. But in this house, I may be teasing it just a little bit. There's a couple of things that are critical in storage that are missing. So we're gonna be going over that. I'm going to show you those critical things. But this coat closet is a really good size. Very, very nice. Some of my clients who have built this plan, they were empty nesters who had moved from up north, got tired of living in areas where it was just so cold, and they were like, I want to be where there's beautiful sun, and even the fall is very nice. So they built this home, and they absolutely love entertaining in that dining area and that family room that you're going to see. Wait till you see that here shortly on the video, the family room. It is really, really nice. But as we come in here, I think I must have accidentally turned off that light. I want to show you, every single room has an ensuite bath. So that is really, really something that I really love. And this first bedroom, right as you come into the home, has a mud set. You got this 12 by 12 tile. Would have loved to see them take it all the way to the top. In this particular plan, they did not, or in the finishes. But they followed the same tile right here below. And you got a really nice quartz countertop with a mirror and a pretty light fixture. Really, really nice. And I'm gonna close this door because the walk-in closet is literally right behind it. So really nice closets in this home. You'll notice one of the bedrooms is really small, the closet in there. But I'll be showing you that here shortly. But right across from the kitchen, I didn't get to show you this earlier, and I want to ensure I do, but the dining area. I mean, it is phenomenal. I would love to know how you would decorate this home. I'm going to stand right here because you have some epic ceilings, some areas here where it's kind of inset, if you will. Take a look at this right here. I'm going to pan the camera up just so you can get a really good idea. I mean, it is really, really something. These beautiful vaulted cathedral ceilings and this center part right here, which would be great. And you don't even need a china buffet because you have this entire side of a beautiful cabinet with glass inserts, china buffet that's built in with this herringbone lay. I mean, it is really, really nice. And having all that functional counter space, it is really something. This particular plan, I just think they've done a phenomenal job of counter space. You have so much counter space all throughout this kitchen. And as we come into this family room, take a look at this right here. I absolutely love the natural light here within this family room. We got these ceiling bolts on the right here, and beautiful sliders that come out to your beautiful covered patio, and you have greenery for miles and miles. So many clients who come out to this neighborhood, Parkside at the river, one of the things that they really important to them is they want topography, and they want a neighborhood that has beautiful hills, beautiful trees, mature trees, and this neighborhood has all of that. Right off of Farm Market Road 2243, you are 15 minutes away from the greatest downtown square in all of Texas, Georgetown, Texas. And on the other side of 2243, it leads you to Ronald Reagan, which is a direct shot, if you go left on that street, to the Domain. We're about 30 minutes from the Domain, but location. If you also take 2243, there's a bypass you can take, Southwest Bypass, and that particular road can take you to I-35, whether you're heading northbound or southbound. The location of this community makes it where so many parts of Austin are extremely accessible. As we leave this family room, the only thing I can say about this family room is you tell me, how would you lay out the furniture? Obviously, right there at the center of your screen, we got a great place to put bar stools. I believe 3 could probably fit there. easily. But how we would lay our furniture within the family room, I just wish it was just a little bit bigger. This home, it's slightly over 3,100 square feet. It does not feel any bigger than 3,100 square feet. But some of the areas that are really, really nice in this home are the primary bedroom and primary bath. But there's a critical thing here in the primary bath that I'm about to show you that can definitely be polarizing, but I'm gonna give you some solutions on what you can do to combat that. But this right here, in this plan, this 218 plan, I love that they did this bump out. Great for a reading nook or an area just to relax. You can just read a book, have your cup of tea or coffee in the morning, and just literally look out to this beautiful views and greenery right outside to your backyard. I mean, this is absolutely stunning. Love this right here. But as we leave this area, I'm gonna stand here in the corner just so you can see the full perspective of the size of this room, this primary bedroom. But this primary bath, because of where we're located, I'm going to show you the pros and the cons. First and foremost, just bear with me. Look at the design. I know, I see the elephant in the room too, I promise. Take a look at the design. This is a beautiful, beautiful primary bath. But because we're on a 60-foot wide lot, as you see right in front of you, this is one of the negatives. This is one of the negatives about this right here. It can definitely be polarizing. But here's the thing I want to tell you. This particular plan, if you love it, you're going to see everything. If you love it, it can be built in many parts of the Austin Metro, and it can be built on larger lots. So that's why I always like showing you all the different plans, because I want you to take the plans at face value. Do the spaces, do the windows, do the natural light, does all that make sense? Can I see myself here? Can I envision myself here and be happy for years and years to come? Those are the questions that I always tell my clients I want you to ask. We'll find the right piece of land. We'll find the right neighborhood that has the right lots. Because this right here, I know can be polarizing, and from a privacy standpoint, it's just not pretty, you know? You don't wanna walk into the bathroom where you have this beautiful freestanding tub and you have a window that literally looks out. They're grilling hamburgers and I'm trying to get in my robe, and it's just not the look or the vibe that I want. So I get it, trust me. But I wanted to show you just all the natural light and the beauty that's within this primary bath. I'm standing right there where you have your lavatory. I'm gonna turn around just so you can see it. And I'll take a couple steps back and we walk right into the primary closet. And it is a long you tell me, it is a long kind of closet just on two sides, but it leads right into your utility room. So one of the things I brought up to you so far, the family room spaces, okay, could be polarizing. This primary bath, I know, could definitely be polarizing from a lot perspective of, hey, if the lot is this wide and the windows are located in these areas, you know, I love natural light, but I want to have privacy. So that can be another thing. But now we're going to talk about the next thing in this plan that could be polarizing. If you are a young family, need more space, this particular utility room is excellent. But the spaces within the secondary bathrooms, in terms of the size of the rooms, that's where it gets interesting. And I would love to know your thoughts as we go through that here in the video, these next two secondary rooms. But this utility room is very, very nice. Plenty of space right here for a washer and dryer and functional counter space. A lot of my clients are telling me, Abbi, really need a utility room where I can have a sink and functional counter space so I can take care of soiled clothes, stains, whatever I need to work on, a place where I can just fold clothes. And that's what this kind of utility room, this size, is really, really great and needed. I'm gonna take a Michael Jackson moonwalk and go backwards and just show you. I'm gonna stand right here at the edge of this wall right here, but you have a nice little wall right off the dining room area. As you come out of the dining room, you come down this hallway, you got great storage, and that's what leads into your utility room, which has an extra door that can go right into your primary closet. Down this hallway, you're gonna notice 2 secondary rooms that have an ensuite on each side, and then the garage area. But before we go in the garage, take a look at this mud area. I would have loved to see a mud bench. What I tell my clients who build this home from scratch is this mud area, definitely, please hear me out on this. I would love for you to add a receptacle. You know, so many of our kids these days, they have so many things they need to charge, and it just makes it that much easier when you have a dedicated plug right out there by that mud area. Coming into the garage, you have a really nice painted, textured, finished garage, and it is from what looks like from the street side, a 2-car garage, but it's a 3-car tandem garage. Straight ahead, you have your irrigation front and back, tankless water heater, and a water softener loop. And right underneath that, you have a whole home cutoff, which I absolutely love that they did that. And this right here, I think is great for, even if you don't have 3 vehicles, having an extra place for storage, for things, you know, these days, these garages, they don't make them extra big for us, right? Let's be honest. So having these extra spaces really helps. Even a simple indention, just like we have right here next to the breaker box. I mean, it's really nice. That's a great place for one of those Sam's, Costco racks. But that'd be what I would do with that space right there. As we come back in, right down this hallway, you're gonna see these 2 bedrooms that have an ensuite. One of the bedrooms has a really good closet and one does not. But the size of the bedrooms, I wanna make sure I show you that. That first bedroom on the front of the house was literally probably like 11 by 10. This is just a hair bigger, probably 12 by 10. I'm gonna stand right here in the corner and pan left to right. This way you can get a really good perspective of the size of the room. And we're gonna walk in right here to the closet and take a look at this. So this is one of the things that's definitely polarizing about this particular plan, is just the sheer sizes of the bedrooms. But the 1-story plan, this 218 plan, I really, really believe that dining room and that kitchen and that family room are absolutely awesome. There's one thing in that kitchen I didn't show you yet that is definitely polarizing, and a lot of people would not like it, but I'm gonna show you that. Purposely wanted to show you that here towards the end, but this way you see everything. This right here is your last secondary bedroom here in the house, and equally probably about the same size as a room we just left. But take a look at this, good size closet right here. And right over here. The bathrooms, they pretty much selected the same decor. Would have loved to see them take the tile all the way to the top, this 12 by 24 tile, but they did not. It's a simple tile. Would have loved it. Just, you know, I tell my clients who are building from scratch, spend that few extra $100 and take that tile all the way to the top. I promise you, you will absolutely love it, because it's gonna make the space feel that much larger for years and years to come. But it's a really nice, really good layout in that bathroom. As we come out of here and we go down this hall, we're gonna go walk right past that dining room and that kitchen area. I'm gonna take you to the last part that is definitely polarizing in this kitchen. And I'll be honest with you, I've talked to the builder. And I've stressed to them that this plan has so many amazing positive things about this plan, but why on earth would we have a pantry, the center of your screen? Why would we have a pantry this small? As we come in right here, there's all this cabinetry that you saw in this video of this 218 plan. But ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna get the camera closer. This is the entire pantry. For a home that is over 3,000 square feet, I really believe this was a big miss. And Highland Homes does a phenomenal job with the evolution of their plans. And I really believe that this plan, they have a lot of great things going for it. But I'm just very, very surprised that why would your pantry be that small, where it's literally probably, comparable to what you would see in a small apartment. It's just, it's not good. Straight ahead here before we go outside. As I mentioned, you do have good storage in this home, but you're not gonna put things that you need over there, over here. So, but there is great storage. There's plenty of linen closets, but I would love to know what you think. And as always, anything you share with me, I promise you, I always share with the builder. They know I'm open and honest. A lot of their homes I love, and a lot of their homes I do mention things that sometimes can come off to be like, hey, is Abbi being too harsh or too negative? No, I just want to be honest with you, because I really believe you're making the largest purchase of your life, in our lifetimes, right? I want to make sure that you see everything and you know that all the positives and negatives about every plan, because there's no perfect plan, right? Someone might say that, but there's certain things that are non-negotiables, and we need those non-negotiables met. But speaking of non-negotiables, one of the things that I really love about this neighborhood, Parkside at the river, is this right here, where you're close enough to the city, you're close enough to shopping, retail, right off of 2243. I didn't mention it earlier, but you got Ronald Reagan. There's a Walmart Supercenter, an H-E-B across from there, a Home Depot, and lots of great restaurants in that area. So location is excellent, and you have a chance to kind of be somewhere where you can relax and unwind in the evenings. This covered patio, size-wise, it's just okay. You know, as you lay out the furniture, it's just okay. I wish it was just a little bit larger, but one of the things that's absolutely a non-negotiable, especially at this price point, you gotta have a gas stub out. We have no place here for a gas stub out. I feel it's a critical item, something we need, even if you don't want to, if you have a smoker, but you gotta have at least the option for that. So, want to make sure I show you all the details about this particular plan built by Highland Homes. This is the 218 plan, 1 story, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, right over 3,000 square feet, 3-car garage, Parkside on the river, and it is priced right under $900,000. So it's priced right at $899,000. Would love to know what you think about the plan. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. Would love to be a resource for you. And please feel free to reach out to me about my own personal experience building a Highland home. I've lived in that home for the last 15 years and would love to share with you all the trials and tribulations I've had, but mainly have been extremely positive. Highland Homes does phenomenal job. They do a phenomenal job building homes. They're based out of Dallas, Texas, a brother and sister who started the company, and I can tell you all those details later. I know the entire history about Highland Homes. But hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope this video brought you some value. Please stay tuned to the channel. I look forward to bringing you the next video here very, very soon. Take care and have a beautiful day ahead.